What is going on today, guys? Alright, we're going to be doing a very quick little video today. Going to show you guys a little custom that I threw together that was very simple and very cheap, of course. This is Conan the Barbarian. Now, I've been wanting a Conan the Barbarian in my collection for a few years now, and there's really only a couple of choices. One is the new Super 7 stuff that's out there, and you can get some movie versions and you can get some comic versions, and they're very expensive. They usually start at around 60 bucks a piece, give or take, and can go up to as much as like 130 bucks, and that's very expensive to get a Conan figure in your collection. And then, of course, there's the older, was it Toy Biz, I believe? I can't remember if it was late Toy Biz, early Hasbro, from the Marvel Legends line, where they had that 2-pack. And he's a decent figure, but again, for what he is, I mean, prices started around 40 to 50 bucks to pick him up on the secondary market. It's kind of crazy. I wanted a Conan, so I bought a Masters of the Universe Masterverse New Eternia He-Man, which you can see right here. And I thought, you know what? I can throw together a nice kind of customized Conan the Barbarian that I think will work well on a display, and this is what I came up with. So what I've got here is I've got the body of that, you know, He-Man from the new Eternia line in Masterverse, and then I swapped it out with a head from the Savage He-Man from the same line, from the Masterverse line, and did some tweaking to the outfit here, and some tweaking to a few things here, which we'll go over, and I get myself a nice, you know, Conan the Barbarian. So, you know, to go over some of the basics that I did here, obviously redid the hair, repainted the hair, and so I've got it set up there, and we've got a nice brown with a little bit of wash in it, just to kind of darken it up and give it some shading and that kind of stuff. We've got the straps on the front, which I just cut up, basically, the He-Man logo that's on the front, and took the little insignia off the front and cut it down and just kind of made it look like more of a basic strap to hold his sword. Then, of course, we have the sword itself, which was the, you know, power sword from He-Man, which again I took a razor blade to and cut up, and then gave it a little bit of paint to make it look more like the Atlantean sword that Conan carries, because I thought it was the perfect size for this, and no reason to go get another sword when you can just kind of tweak the one you already have and make it look good. Then, of course, I went over everything on him in a wash. The boots, the fur around the boots, the loincloth, the belt, the hand guard here, the bracelet here. Went over everything with a nice dark black wash, just to darken it up, because it was very light colored and cartoony, which these figures are supposed to be cartoony. So did that and darkened it up, and made it look quite a bit better, a little dirtier. It is Conan the Barbarian, so you want him looking a little bit dirty. Then, of course, did the same thing with the knife here, gave it a nice dark wash. And then this particular figure came with a couple of other things. One, he came with an axe, so I went ahead and painted that up. Did the brown on the handle with a wash over it. Same thing with the rest of it. Did a nice wash over it to kind of dirty it up and bring out the details and that kind of stuff on it. Didn't get it too dirty, but just dirty enough, because it was just this gray, bright plastic color. And so got that looking a little bit better. And then, of course, he did come with shoulder pads. Now, I don't have them on him, but I did go ahead and I washed them and just got them real dirty and grimy, and just, you know, made them look like they've been used. I don't know if I'm going to put them on him or not. It looks a little too fancy for Conan the Barbarian, but I went ahead and just kind of got those where I want them. I want them to look nice and just messed up, basically. So I did all of that, and then, of course, I went ahead and put a good sealing clear coat on all the parts that I did a wash to, just to make sure they look good. And there you have it. That is Conan the Barbarian for my collection. Now let's get a few other figures, some 6-inch and some 7-inch scale figures, and see how this guy looks next to some of those figures, so you can see if this is something you want to do, where he might fit into your collection. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so for some 6-inch scale comparisons here, we got a couple of Marvel Legends on the left. We've got Thor on the right. We've got Hercules, and you can see he falls kind of right in between the two of them. A little shorter than Thor, a little taller than Hercules. And for a Conan the Barbarian figure, I think this is a great size if you want to put him in your Marvel Legends or other 6-inch scale collection. All right, so for some 7-inch scale stuff, we've got, of course, on the right, we've got another Masterverse figure, the original He-Man that came out in this line. On the left, of course, we got Spawn from McFarlane Toys, and he works well with these guys as well, which is fantastic. So whether you're going 6-inch scale or 7-inch scale, this is a good-sized figure for Conan. All right, guys, well, that's the comparison here. That's the figure. The only thing left else to really talk about is how much I paid to put this guy together, and that new Eternia He-Man cost me, I think, 14 bucks total shipped from eBay. As you guys know, these Masterverse figures go on clearance a lot, and they sell for really, really cheap. You can get them under retail, and other than that, that's it. I mean, I had everything else I needed to put this figure together, but worst case scenario, even if you need to pick up the Savage He-Man from the same line just to get this head, he usually goes for 15 bucks or less as well. So you're still talking about under $30. And other than that, all I did was, add a wash to him and a little bit of brown paint on the handles of the weapons, and that's it. Seal them up and you're good to go, and you've got yourself what I think is a pretty damn cool Conan the Barbarian figure that I'm very, very happy with. I wasn't sure how he was going to turn out when I started this, but I'm very glad I did it because he looks great, and he's going to look great on my shelf. I think I'm going to pose this guy with my Marvel Legends because traditionally in the comics, Conan has been a Marvel character, so I think that's where he fits in best, and I think he's the perfect size, the perfect look, and I think he works really, really well. So there you go, guys. There's a quick, easy, and cheap custom for Conan the Barbarian. Go out there, make your own customs, make a Conan, do whatever you want to do, have some fun, enjoy your collection. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you, and we will talk to you later.